Welcome back, my students. Dr. Ugwe here, and today we have completed cardiac action potentials. That's chapter 31 from Guidance Physiology. Now we are left with a 3-minute topic from this chapter that we are going to study in this video. No need to write anything. My handwritten notes are in the description of the lecture. So what are we studying in this video? We are studying the location of sinoatrial node, the location of atrioventricular node, and different types of potentials in our heart. So let's begin with sinoatrial node, also known as sinus node. It is exclusively for heart rate generation. So in our heart rate is generated by sinoatrial node. What is this sinoatrial node? It is a small, it is a flat, it is ellipsoidal strip of specialized cardiac muscle. So sinoatrial node is small, flat, ellipsoidal strip of specialized cardiac muscle, and this right here is the shape of an ellipsoid. Number second point, what are the dimensions of sinoatrial node? It is 3 millimeter wide, it is 15 millimeter long, and it is 1 millimeter thick. These are the dimensions. Now number third point, what is the location of this sinoatrial node? It is located in superior, posterior, and the lateral wall of right atrium. Clear? Let me show you diagrammatically. Let us suppose this is a rough diagram of heart. This is right atrium, this is left atrium, this is right ventricle, and this is the left ventricle. Now in the right atrium, as you can see, in the posterior wall of the right atrium, in the superior part of the right atrium, and in the lateral part of the right atrium is the location of sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node. There is another landmark in right atrium which can determine the position of sinoatrial node. In right atrium, there is an opening of a vessel that's called superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. Below the superior vena cava and lateral to the superior vena cava, that means below superior vena cava and lateral to the superior vena cava, is the presence of sinoatrial node. So below and lateral to opening of superior vena cava is the location of sinoatrial node. Is that clear? Now I will show you the sinoatrial node diagrammatically from Guidance Physiology. As you can see right here, this is the right atrium, and in the superior and lateral and posterior wall of the right atrium you can see sinus node or sinoatrial node. Now moving on to the atrioventricular node. Here we have the atrioventricular node. What is the location of this atrioventricular node? It is located in posterior wall of right atrium and behind tricuspid valve. Clear? In the diagram of the heart, between right atrium and left ventricle there is an opening guarded by tricuspid valve. Clear? So there is an opening, tricuspid valve. Clear? Behind this tricuspid valve and in the posterior wall of the right atrium is the location of atrioventricular node. Clear? So this is all about sinoatrial node and atrioventricular node. That's why I taught you in the posterior wall of right atrium and behind the tricuspid valve is the location of atrioventricular node. Now we will talk about the different types of potentials in our heart. There are two types of potentials in our heart. Number first is known as slow action potentials. Number second is known as fast action potentials. Why are slow action potentials named as slow action potentials? Because in these the speed of depolarization is slow. Similarly, in the fast action potential, speed of depolarization is fast. Or we can say rapid depolarization. This is the difference number first. Difference number second. This depolarization is because of the influx of calcium. That means in a cell there is an influx of calcium that results in the depolarization of this cell. Clear? And fast action potential is because of the influx of sodium. That means this is a cell and there is an influx of sodium. This influx of sodium results in the depolarization, fast depolarization. Clear? These calcium channels are slow channels and these sodium channels are fast channels. That is why due to these fast sodium channels there is rapid depolarization. Due to these slow calcium channels there is slow depolarization. Number third point, this slow action potentials, it is seen in sinoatrial node and atrioventricular node. So in sinoatrial node and atrioventricular node we see slow action potentials. These two are also known as pacemakers of heart. That means sinoatrial node and atrioventricular node are known as pacemakers of heart. So in pacemakers of heart, we see slow action potentials, while as fast action potentials is seen in contractile and conducting cells. For example, muscles of ventricles or cells of ventricles. Clear? So fast action potentials are seen in contractile and conducting cells. So these are the two types of potentials seen in our heart. To know more about these action potentials of muscles and action potentials of sinoatrial node and atrioventricular node, watch my video 11th and 12th from cardiovascular system. Thank you very much. Your Dr. Uwe here. Keep revising, keep studying. All the best.